Always waiting for someone. The clock is ticking. We've got a meeting. Peanuts has got his bum out.
What's going on, Sam?
Well, we finished painting the lab, so we're now going to get it set up. We're putting the finishing touches on our table, and we're just getting our 1930s medical cabinet in there. Once that's in, we can start using this place, which means that we can start formulating a few products. We've got a few that Jimmy's been working on, and we can just generally be kick-ass awesome at everything.
Probably going to Kennels.
Who's this? Being lazy.
Oh.
You being lazy, Gatsby? What are you doing, Gatsby? You're prohibiting work.
No, for hand back, please. Thank you.
We've got a meeting tomorrow at ASOS, and also on Sunday, myself and Jimmy are going to go down to Barber Connect in Telford. So today, Jimmy's going to give me a haircut, which is part of my ritual before we go to important meetings. Make sure I look good, so don't always have to wear a hat. Bit messy. We've finished work for the day now. We've just headed down to Bawtry, past Jimmy's barbershop, as you might be able to see. Myself and Grady, we're just heading to go get a pint and have a chat and do some planning about some future projects that we've got coming up that are pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing if we can roll out some crazy ideas. So. Should be fun.
All about the crazy ideas, this Sam. All about the crazy ideas.
Bit of brainstorming will be fine. So myself and Grady are just on the way back from the meeting that we had. We've just been at a local bar, had a quick drink, quick bite to eat, and a good chat. So we've been talking about this idea that we want to roll out, which is it's pretty out there, pretty different for a company like ours. I'm really excited, but we've just been working on some of the areas that we need to improve on and focus on, and then how we're actually going to grow this idea and roll this idea out. So it's going to be, a 3-4 month project until it's ready. I don't really want to say what it is yet because I want there to be a big impact when we do kind of release the idea. But very happy with how things have gone today, and we've got a really clear plan of what's going forward. The evening has had an eventful turn. So on the way back from our meeting, Grady asked me to stop off at a garage so he could get some food, as he'd not eaten during our meeting. After dropping 20p on the floor, he bent down to pick it up, stood up, and managed to hit his head on the counter. What do you want to say to Jimmy?
He's a dick for cutting my hair.
And how has the haircut affected you?
Because if I had more hair covering my receding hairline, Jimmy, this wouldn't have happened. It would have had more cushion.
He's in A&E. Here he is, the man himself, the guy who cracked his head open for 20p.
Yeah, I'll do anything for 20p.
So we've just come out of the Ghoul Hospital, and the guys there have been amazing. They've seen Grady incredibly quickly, glued him closed on his head,
Yep.
and got us out of there pretty quickly. I'm back at the office now. It is almost 11 o'clock on Monday night. It's been quite eventful with Liam's little accident. Poor lad's had a bit of a rough night. He's back at home now. I've just dropped him off after visiting A&E and heading up to Goole as well to drop him at the hospital there, make sure he got some attention. But I'm now back in the office because I've got to get this vlog uploaded. It's Monday and that's when the vlogs go out. So I'm back in the office. I've realised that this time at night our internet is not quick, which sucks because it's taking longer than it should to upload. I've also realised that I'm really hungry and haven't eaten anything really today. So I've had a look around the office and I've managed to find 2 Jaffa cakes. It's nice and early, just before 5 AM, and we're about to set off to London to go and see ASOS. Should be a really good day. Liam's decided that he's gonna stay and rest, which I think is a good idea. So me and Chloe are gonna go without him, let him rest up, get back to full strength, and we're gonna have a good day seeing what ASOS are wanting to do with us. So exciting, fun, and yeah, we'll keep you updated. We saw that there was quite a lot of traffic, more than usual, and it was going to take us about an hour longer than we wanted to get down, which would have made us quite late for our meeting with ASOS. So Chloe managed to book some train tickets from Peterborough down to King's Cross. So we've just stopped at Peterborough station. We're going to hop on a train, get down there, and we should actually arrive an hour early, which is great. So we're gonna go get down there, get some food. We're gonna be half an hour early. So we've just come out of our meeting at ASOS. It's been a really informative conference. We've learnt a lot about their branding. Chloe's a bit giddy after getting to visit ASOS finally. That's a wrap for us. We're in King's Cross now, heading to our platform. We're getting our train back. We're going to stop off at Peterborough, pick the car up, drive back up to Doncaster, and we'll be back by about 3ish. Finish off the day up there, and then Leia, our French intern, has her parents visiting tonight from France, and they're going to be cooking a meal for us at the place they're renting. So that's going to be really cool. So the full team outing there. I got back from London and came to the office, and I've just picked up Grady, who you will be pleased to know is feeling a lot better.
I am. And Subway, I'm not going to sue you. It wasn't your fault. It was my own clumsiness. So if you've seen a message on social media from our friend Wiper, we're not going to sue you.
Wednesday morning, I'm heading to an event called Enterprise Plus that I go to each month, which is a kind of get-together of business people where we all try and help each other, mentor each other, help each other move forward in the things that we're doing and get over any hurdles that we have. But at the last one, I don't know if you guys remember, I suggested that Jimmy do a presentation on his journey in business. So this morning, that's exactly what's going to be happening. I'm on my way back from Enterprise now. It was Jimmy's keynote on his life and business so far, and you know what, he killed it. Absolutely amazing presentation. His story's really interesting, and although I got some of it on camera, I kind of think that I want to tell you guys more about it. So I'm actually going to organise an interview with Jimmy to talk about the struggles that he's had, because he's had some of the quirkiest, weirdest struggles that I've seen a business have. From having the council, be your enemy in setting up a business, right through to, things just not going his way and bad luck. So I'm going to go more into that with Jimmy, and get an interview of which I will put up as a separate standalone video for you guys to watch. This fine Thursday morning, we come to the office and look what we found. Hello. It's a Peanuts. He's come up, he's spending today, tomorrow and Saturday here, and we're going to finalise the website, so it's going to be ready soon. In fact, by the time the viewers watch this, will we have a new website?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. That's the Scotty Peanuts promise.
Hello, huh?
What doing?
Tired.
We can fit you under this table. We lift it up.
Maybe.
We're good.
It's got something to
We're good hiding spot.
We've got new staff beds. It's called The Floor.
It's actually really nice, this one. It's not, it's like squishy.
Everybody's sleeping. Been a long day. Everybody's tired. Early morning exercise. Scotty Peanuts. Told you I'd stick to it. It was a good battle rope session this morning with Scotty Peanuts. It's been defeated. What a Thursday morning. I've got to go on a rescue mission to find Grady. He's stuck at Doncaster bus station. His bus hasn't turned up. We've also had the general election yesterday. They're counting the numbers today. And it looks like we have a hung parliament. I have just been to the train station, which is attached to the bus station, where Grady was. And the rescue mission was a success. Well, you're burnt out now.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Into my head.
Going on a road trip to Tesco.
Woo!
Scott's driving, which scares us all a little bit.
What are you on about, bro?
We nearly crashed last time. With
So-
me.
What's other road we drive on?
So this just feels very much like Bologna, and me and you driving to Italy again.
With me.
But this time Grady's here.
Although he's just tried to get himself out of work by injuring his hand.
Grady did almost miss this field trip to Tesco for lunch
It's almost
because
an
he
A&E.
tried jumping on my back for a piggyback and punched. Was it a door frame?
I don't know.
No, it was a.
Was it the fire?
The fire, yeah.
He punched the fire alarm halfway through trying to jump on my back. So Grady's almost out again.
It's a collapse.
But I don't know, Grady. How does it feel to be on a trip with the team?
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
First one.
I feel like I've just made things a lot better for you guys, really. You know, all them times he went without me, it was probably pretty boring.
And now you're here finally, so
I know. Rock
good
on.
times.
Uh-huh.
I'm currently heading down to the Blind Librarian, which is Jimmy's bar. Myself and Scott have got a Skype meeting that we're going to be having there. Scott's going to have his haircut afterwards and head back down to London, and then I will head back home. The Skype meeting that we've got is with a chap named Gil. You'll see his link at the bottom now. Gil's a photographer and a really good friend of mine who I met when we first set up in Los Angeles a few years ago. And he's done quite a bit of photography for us over the years, but we're actually aiming to ramp up what we do and have access to a whole lot more models and scenery and everything else that's around. So I'm very excited to start chatting to Gil again and get involved with him on a more in-depth level. Always waiting for someone. It's ticking. We've got a meeting. Peanuts has got his bum out. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Right, Peanuts. You ready?
Get me book.
Got his book.
Get me book.
That's it. We're all done in our meeting. I'm just leaving the gentleman's retreat now. Scott is going to be heading back to London after he's had a haircut from Jimmy, and I'm going to be heading home. The meeting itself was actually really good, really useful. We've got a lot of plans, and I'm really looking forward to getting something going with Gil and his team. So happy days. So I'm currently in Meadowhall with Wiper and Chloe, and we are heading to some shops because it's Grady's birthday tomorrow, which is Sunday. Success, we've got Grady as present. We have to go to a few shops to find it. Chloe, do you want to tell him what we got him?
It's a secret.
It's alright, he's not going to watch this until after we give it to him.
Bluetooth headphones.
So basically, when we're in the office, we're always messing around, having fun, as well as working hard. But sometimes Grady finds it very difficult to concentrate on actually working. So we've got him these headphones so that he can actually get his head down and ignore all the shenanigans and messing around. But I think he'll actually really like them. So happy birthday when you do watch this. Yo Pep, we're in Meadowhall in Sheffield, which is like a shopping mall, and we found something for you. I found a pot of hands and feet. Hands and feet, Pep.
The unicorn.
All done shopping now. We've got a pretty good haul for Grady's birthday tomorrow, which we'll be giving him on Monday. But we've got these grad glasses for Grady.